What's up, everybody? It's the Chill Scrub. Another day, another video. I'm here to tell you right now why you are stuck in the blue ranks. There are a lot of players that are stuck at Fujin, Raijin, Kenshin, and Bushin. Now, for decent level players, they'll end up capping out around Tekken King, Tekken Emperor. But I'm here to tell you how to get out of this mess. But the first problem that you have to address is the fact that you don't want to block. Blocking is your friend. Now, I understand that Tekken 8 is a super offensive game, but at the end of the day, it's still defensive too. You still have to know how to block. You are not going to always be on offense. And it leads to my second point is a lot of times you're overexerting yourself. A lot of times you don't have to do every single launcher in the book. You don't have to do every single low launcher. You don't have to do everything that's launch punishable. I understand that people want to get the launch and get the heavy damage, but poking works too. Poking has a benefit that nobody ever talks about. It's the fact that poking does not give them recoverable health. On the other hand, when you do combo them for 50%, they get recoverable health, which gives them more incentive to use heat. And you don't want that. Number two, y'all cannot take y'all L's on the chins. Most players that are around blue ranks, they get beat by a player, they want to leave. Now, if it's laggy, I understand, but not every match is laggy. So you one and done and you don't understand why you lost. Number three, you tend to be way too obsessive over the rank. Every content creator says it. I am no different. Y'all care about the rank way too much in order to actually progress to the next level. When you're worried about the rank, you're not focused on the actual gameplay. You play thirsty and it shows. But here are some actual tips to help you get out of those blue ranks. Number one, work on your blocking. Please. Work on your sidestepping. Work on using the defensive options that you have, even though in this game it is heavily offensive. I do understand that, but please work on your defense. Backdashing is nerfed significantly, but you can always sidestep. Sometimes blocking is your friend, especially on people who like to overextend. You will find the opening, which leads into point number two of how to get out of the blue ranks. Knowing your opening by learning matchups. Focus on the matchups. Actually go out there and lab and learn each matchup as it comes, especially those annoying ones that you don't want. Prime example for me, I hate fighting Asukas. One of the main things they do when they go into heat and we're about mid to long range is they will overextend and do that high, right? And I know why, because it's plus 1,000. Problem is, it's a high and they don't mix it up. Another tip is, if you're going to be super offensive, please mix up your options. You don't want to be easy to read. As I said before, you do not have to do the most launch punishable thing on the planet, but mix up your pokes. If you keep going high and you notice he keeps ducking you, then stop doing highs. Do some mids. Mid check him. Do some lows. Change your timing up a bit if you want to be offensive. Also understand frame data. Understand when it's your turn and when it's not your turn. I see a lot of players, they try to take their turn back when it's not, and they end up getting popped and they wonder why. These are some of the basic things you can do. Labbing is definitely the biggest one. You can't escape it. A lot of y'all just go to ranked. You're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, which by definition is insanity. Fight other players. Fight those tough matchups. That's the only way you're gonna get better. And I say this all the time, no matter how high you progress, you're gonna have to fight these people eventually. If your goal is to get God of Destruction, Tekken God Supreme, whatever, the same people you're running from that's on different characters or alt characters, you're going to run into them eventually anyway, so you might as well just go ahead and fight them now. Another thing I will also say is don't focus on winning. Actually, I'll do you one better. Don't think about winning at all. It goes back to the point I was making earlier about focus. If you're focusing and realizing where you messed up, or focus on getting certain punishes, or focusing on certain gaps in a person's gameplay, the wins will eventually come. They are going to come, and overall you will get better and you will have more consistent rank sessions. I'm not going to say that you're never going to have these streaks where you just lose. I'm not going to say that you're just going to always have streaks where you win, but you will notice a huge increase in your gameplay. You're not worried about the win, so you can play way more freely. Another thing I will say is drop the gimmicks. This is a huge one. Drop the gimmicks. You doing down forward to duck while standing 2 is only going to work for so long until somebody actually knows how to play, just beats the crap out of you. That only worked at lower ranks of play. And then now with a lot of people playing on alt characters that already hit God of Destruction, it's going to make it twice as hard for you to actually get past those blue ranks, and for some of you even purple ranks. Another huge one I have to say that most people don't want to talk about, but it's so prevalent, is stop trying to emulate pro players. Stop doing that, especially if you don't understand why they're doing it. I've said this in other videos of mine, but I don't think people understand it. So I'm going to break it down even further. Play within your range. Play what you have practiced. If you just learned how to do an electric, right? Why would you try to take that to rank without actually practicing in a real match first? Play more quick matches. The things that you learn in the lab, I would say first lab, second quick match to actually get it down to muscle memory in an actual match. Then go to rank. A lot of times people try to play outside of their comfort zone or trying to play at a level that they can't sustain for a long period of time and wonder why they're not getting the success they want. Please play at your level. If you know you can only do the basic standard combos or the bread and butter combos, then just do the bread and butter combos throughout this gameplay. I'm not doing anything that you can't do. This is bread and butter stuff, and I still end up getting Tekken King, Tekken Emperor, so forth and so forth. Just stick to the basics. Practice the advanced stuff, try to implement it in quick match, then go to rank match and do it once you're comfortable and you don't have to think so much about it. The problem is when you're trying to play at that high level that you're not used to or adjusted to, your brain power is split between actually trying to do this stuff in real time and focusing on your opponent, and you can't do both. This is one of my key factors and why I have a lot of success when I play ranked in general or just play matches in general, is because I stick to what I know. That doesn't mean I can't adapt and, learn people's patterns and things of that nature, but I don't go outside of myself when it comes down to execution. I just don't. I know I'm not a combo heavy person, so I don't try to. I play within my range. Last tip before we end off the video, and I need everybody to pay attention, and I need you to comment below if you made it this far. Please, for God's sake, take a break. There's no shame in it. A lot of us try to play through anger. It doesn't work. For most players, I'll say about 90% of players that play this game or play games in general, you do not play better when you're angry. Take a break, take a 15. If you just have to stay on the game, go watch some replays. Something I should have mentioned earlier, please check your replays. If you're a streamer or a content creator, watch your recordings. But for the other people, watch your replays. Take a break. Go do something relaxing. Give yourself time to recover. Get in a better mind state before going and playing again. There are several people, including myself, that have had downward spirals where I am losing multiple ranks because I'm playing while upset. Now, the key is to not get upset in the first place, but most of us cannot help that. We're going to get upset. It happens. One more thing I want to say too is sometimes shit just happens, right? You did the right things. This game has a lot of weird interactions. Don't sweat it. The best thing you can possibly do is try to keep a positive mindset. If not a positive mindset, a neutral mindset, and just stay focused and try just try to actually improve your gameplay. I won't say win because that'll contradict what I said earlier, but actually just try to improve your overall gameplay, and the results will follow. You will get the ranks that you want. But right here, I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video as I get Tekken King. Hope you guys like the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I do stream on Twitch again, and I do stream on YouTube. So if you haven't followed me on Twitch, it's the Chill Scrub 1. Check me out on Twitter, the Chill Scrub, and check me out at Instagram at __ Anthony Vices. I'll catch you guys next time, and peace.